Hello, everybody. All not one of you, just waiting for the live stream to kick in. Hopefully there's audio. I have made sure that there is audio. Let me check. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. There we go. Let's see, got a couple of people joining us. Hello. Can't see who you are, but welcome. This is going to be something a little different. Good morning. Hey, man. From Chicago. Gee, it must be early there. Hello. So what I want to do is I have little bits of content that I create, and I'm not always going to use it. For instance, this morning I unboxed the grip for the Odin 2 portal, and I just shared my thoughts on it, played around with it, and I thought it was fairly interesting for fans, like people that like the channel and watching my stuff. But it's not something that I'm going to put on my main channel. So what I'm going to do is I've pre-recorded it, and then I'm going to just show it. I've got the whole comments thing here on StreamYard, so I can post the comments, and it's also I'm interested to see how this is going to play out, because if this works well, it's a nice way of interacting with you guys. Because when I go live, I went live the other day, and it was very fun, very nice to chat to an audience. But I don't have a producer, so I'm sitting on the comments. So eventually, I kind of abandoned the gameplay session, and I just talked to the audience, and that was really nice. Yeah, so I'm just kind of toying around with going live and how I'm going to be doing it in the future. So I think I'm just going to play the video. Whoever joins us can meet me in the comments. Are you hearing me okay? So if I decide to do a post-show chat, I'm going to do that. Okay. Yeah, so for the new people, I'm going to be playing you a video of me unboxing this. Hello, glad to see you. Sounds good. Okay, new camera. Yeah, this is really... So what I'm saying here is this is a very behind the scenes kind of a situation. I am unshaven. My hair's not quite done. It's content that I would not normally put on the channel. And I want to try this out and see, maybe this is something I can do for members and patrons in the future, because it's little so what I'm going to be talking about this case. I'm going to be talking about the buttons they sent me and the grip they sent me for the AYN portal. So I'm going to be playing you a pre-recorded video. Hello, Karanja, glad to see you too. Thank you for joining us. Oh, sorry, clicked on the wrong button. Hello, Sergio as well. But yeah, nice to see you all. And yeah, so I wasn't expecting a lot of viewers, but I'm going to play this pre-recorded video, and then we are going to get going. Let me just start looking for that. How's everyone doing? Oops. I, for one, like the live streams on YouTube. Yeah, it's an interesting thing because I haven't done it a lot, but I remove that. Sorry, we'll start that just now. I think it's something that I do enjoy. I'm good at my back hurts. So sorry for laughing, but it's just old men on YouTube. Sorry, man. Is it quite bad, Michael? Nice to see you, by the way. You are always around on the YouTube, so thanks for joining us. Yeah, so I'm going to play that pre-recorded video for this live stream. And as I was saying, it is something nice for me to do in between. And I am good at talking off the cuff. It's why I do the podcast and all that kind of thing. I just don't know why I've never done live stuff. But yeah, here I am, and I'm doing it. So, okay, so I'm going to play this video for you. It's just pre-recorded. I'm going to join you in the comments, and then I will just do a little chat. Hello, J Reb, welcome. Okay, yeah. I'm going to be playing you a live video. Just repeating myself for everyone because the numbers are going up as I talk. So I'm going to be playing a pre-recorded video of me unboxing the AYN Odin 2 portal, the accessories for it. And I think you'll be interested because my opinion's not quite what everyone is saying about this stuff. My favorite guy. Oh, man. Hello, Boldly, Rudy. So cool to. Oh, okay. I think I must have accidentally done this live stream when everyone is waking up in America. Oh, yeah, 4 o'clock. That's when you all start waking up. It's good to see me live too, man. It is very good to see me live too. Someone said a new camera angle. Sorry about this. It's very behind the scenes. This is rough. This is just Aiden unplugged. So yeah. Okay. I am going to play you guys just finished working. Yeah, but then you are in my time zone. So you are either somewhere in Europe, UK, or somewhere in Africa. It is 3:48 p.m. for me. No, that can't be right. It can't be. Wait, Rudy, you're in Europe, aren't you? Sneaky bugger. You need, I messaged you about the podcast because we need to get that. So, hello. Thank you. Love you too. All right. For the people who signed on in the beginning, I'm very sorry. Keep repeating myself, but you're all joining. This is a live show, but it is me showing you a pre-recorded video of me unboxing the accessories for the AYN Odin 2 portal. So I'm going to play that video now and then stick around for the post-show. Tech Dweeb is hither too. It's September. Yes, your time zone is very off. It's Canada, man. You guys are in a different part of the solar system. We need to catch up. Okay, so me and the other YouTubers are just having a catch-up session, which is very rude of us. Lol, Tech Dweeb. Okay, I'm going to play the video. If it's too loud, just turn your volume down. I am going to, I'm going to remove myself. I'm going to add this. Package I received, and by little, I mean humongous. So all this is actually, people told me that the thumbstick cap thingies work brilliantly on the Odin 2 portal. So let's give it a go. They've given me another pouch, which already I received with the Odin 2 portal, but I don't know if they just did it because I'm a YouTuber or if because it was part of the package. So this is the protective case, which means it is the protective case. There's some rubber things. Okay, let's have a look at this. We'll put a pretend controller in here, just in case you didn't know what it was for. This is very high quality. There's a grip on here. This is embossed here. I'm guessing these little rubber things are so that you get a little bit more distance out of the triggers, which I never use. So for me, actually, it's a benefit of just masking those triggers out because I never use them. Gap for the air vents, all of the things. So this is pretty good quality. I'm struggling to get the lighting here in the studio to show it to you, but there is a grip on here. And so you stick this as a little rubber doodad, like a hard rubber, and you will put that there-ish, somewhere-ish, there. So you will use this 3M tape to stick that on. I didn't even know. You put it like there, and you will use the 3M tape that they've provided to put that on. Now, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use these because I never use the triggers on this handheld. Maybe I should start using it for safe states and stuff. I don't know, but yeah, that's not for me. Now, this was held at customs, and I'm really hoping the thing that I actually wanted is in the package because now here's the travel case, which I really could have done with before I left on holiday. So here we've got a nice tab with AYN written on it, embossed on it. It's a grippy thing. We have all sorts of goodies in here. Thank you, Customs, for nearly destroying everything. Thank you so much. That's really kind of you. Everything's been unwrapped. So anyway, I've got screen guards, which I'm not sure I'm actually going to use. And then we've got a lovely plush cover for the screen, little place to put things, another place to put things, and we have screws. Oh, yes. Forgot about this. So anyway, this is lovely. Lots of place to put all of your things. A strap so that you can pull it out, a flap so that you can flap. The zips look pretty good. This looks like a cheap zip, I must say. This is a cheap zip, but the zip on the outside looks like a decent-ish quality zip. Seen better. And you've got your AYN on top there. All right. That aside. Now, the entire reason I did this was... So the one reason I did this is because I am mostly using this handheld for Switch emulation. Don't tell people. So I was considering switching the buttons, but yeah, there's another secret to my streaming situation. I'm not using this for streaming, which I probably should. Anyway. Okay, so now, joysticks. I've got these tiny little joystick caps that are removable. So now, we've got big removable joystick caps. So let's see what that does. Okay, so it makes it a lot taller. So you can immediately feel it that this is sticking out of the device more. However, look at that lovely wobbliness. Ooh. So with more distance here, like there, and then bigger surface area here, you're just getting more lateral movement all the way around. Now these sticks are great. Their movement is great. They were a little bit jerky for me, and I think with more distance all round, I'm going to get smoother. Let's quickly do a test. Okay, so I know this is not the most analog sticky game. This is Skyforce on PSP, but it's a game that I play regularly, so it's a good one for me to test. And I'm getting the joystick isn't as snappy as it usually is, so I'm getting a smoother experience, which is really nice. And then it's leaning into the, these joysticks don't snap to cardinals. It just feels more like it's not snapping to cardinals. I know that doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to me, and so that's all that matters. Now, the grip is interesting because it immediately feels better. It just feels excellent. However, the grip is loose here. It's not clicking onto the handheld enough. Like, I'm not happy with that. That's like there it's snapping on. Here it's not snapping on. It's actually problematic. Like that's not good enough. Bloody hell, man. Okay, I'm going to take a heat gun to this, and I'm actually going to bend this so it snaps more. I don't know. Is there something in here? Let me just check. Hey, you see, I don't know if you can see that. There, it's not on properly. It doesn't snap, and then if I push it, there's not like a you'll see there's a little bulge there. There's not a definite snap of this on to the handheld. I mean, apart from that, it's just not snug. Like, I know a lot of people have raved about this grip, but it just isn't snug. Like, it's not. It isn't. And this is where, as wonderful as this handheld is, this is a bit of a disappointment, I gotta admit. I know like everyone said the grip changes the game, and it really does in terms of just holding this handheld. But, I want it to feel solid, and this just doesn't feel solid. Just doesn't. It's like creaking over here. It's loose. It's too loose, man. Okay. Let's quickly just get into gaming. I almost feel like I need to take a heat gun and just squeeze this onto the handheld. Or just glue it onto the handheld and leave it on permanently, because it is that good. Like, the grip is... It's... As much as I've supported the concept of this being not pocketable, but being able to put in your backpack, this grip is so good that it makes me think they should have just made it this way in the first place. I mean, it does just feel better in pretty much every way. For streaming, the joysticks and the grip just kind of all come together, and I don't know, I'm starting to think that they should have just made the device like this. It's a strange decision for such a big device to think, okay, let's still try to make it pocketable. I've been a supporter of the concept of like putting it in your laptop bag, But now that I have these sticks and now that I have this grip, and especially considering that the grip is not 100%, I just wish it was just a solid device like this to begin with, especially at this price point. So in true Aiden Wolf fashion, it ended suddenly. It took me off guard. Joysticks for first-person shooters, I would say, with the joystick caps, they are very. So I have the AYN 2S, which probably has some of the best joysticks like around, and you're never going to get to that level like of a proper controller. So they have proper controllers, with like the metal shaft. These definitely aren't that. These are similar to what you get. They're like a more raised version of what you get in the Retro Pocket 5, that sort of thing. But these bigger sticky things make a massive difference. I haven't done a lot of playing. I've been testing this lovely thingy out today. So I haven't done a lot of gaming on here today, but just from feeling, and I did a fair amount of streaming this morning for that video, and it felt really nice. It is probably one of the nicest streaming handhelds. All right, is that a joke? So just joysticks good for passage. Is that a joke? Is what a joke? I don't know. Hey. Thank you, Christopher. I'm trying to tell people that my videos are great, but it takes time. It's hard work. How dare you interrupt Aiden, Aiden? This was very inception-y, but I gotta say, I love going live. I'm enjoying this. Whoops, wrong one. I love the grip. Yes, I agree with you. Wish they could have made it that, but yeah. So when I watched, I think it was Russ or someone, I watched their video and I was like, don't be so fussy. The device is wonderful as it is, and then the grip is just an added bonus because I've been enjoying it without the grip. But you get fussier the longer you have something. And when this arrives, it was immediately like, this is what it was always meant to be. It feels fan-bloody-tastic. And I like my main gripes with this handout are the ergonomics are not great, the triggers are not great, and then the joysticks are like a bit of a fail. Like for the price you're paying, why on earth did they put these joysticks in here? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Mr. Demond Eggleton, Matt, just Google. You will find it. Just hang in there. Legally, we're not supposed to talk about that sort of thing, but just Google. You will find what you're looking for. Well, that's the thing. So that's what this video was mostly about, was how disappointed I was. So I don't know if it got hot in transits, but there's a bulge here. And it just doesn't like one of the recent grips I got snap on quite nicely. This has got a very soft, like it's very like floppy. It's very disappointing. Like they needed a more rigid clip on here that kind of fades into the softer plastic. So it doesn't, like over here it's loose, like here. So when you're holding it, it doesn't feel secure. And I'm going to go and get some double-sided tape. You know that thin double-sided tape? I'm going to put it like here, here. I'm going to put it around here. And I'm going to just secure this grip because I don't see myself using this. The problem, though, is I bought the case. So this, you see, this is a Retroid problem. This is an AYN problem. Why? Now it doesn't fit in here. So I'm actually going to use the case for, luckily, YouTube, I have these things, but for someone who, it just doesn't make sense. For such an expensive device, I don't actually get it anymore. I was like a supporter of the compact design, but now that I have this grip, I'm like, man, I wish that this was just like this all the time. Okay, let's have a look at some comments here. You can ask the Nintendo guy. Odin 2 Portal and Retro Pocket Mini is the perfect duo. Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm moaning, but this is probably one of the nicest. It's probably the handheld of the year. Tech Dweeb's asking if does it fit in the case if you cram it in. Let's see. No, I'm going to use my AYN Odin 2S case. I interrupted myself. It doesn't fit. Sorry, I should just show you. I'm trying to push it in. That's what she said. I mean, whoops. Like if you just, no, you can't get it in there. Yeah, it's just a weird, like, I understand this concept of the Retro Pocket 5. The fact that they took so long to bring out a grip for the Retro Pocket 5 is beyond me. But with a device like this, like I was all for it. I was like, you can just put this in your backpack, but you can still put this in your backpack. Like, and it's so much better. They needed bigger triggers, these bulges, and they needed to put these caps on from the start. It's just strange. Like, it's just weird. Yeah, Michael. So I am getting into it, like you saw with my mod. I don't know if you saw my mod video. I've got that partnership with PCBware, which is really nice. It's like a win-win because I've always wanted to get into these mods, and so now I get to like spec it out. I'm not a 3D designer kind of a person, so I will look. Maybe someone has made a grip, and then we can get it printed at PCBware and see what it's like. Tech Dweeb says, just do what I do. Don't leave your house when then you. Exactly. That's kind of what I've been doing lately. I'm like, if I can't do the things I want to do, I'm just going to stay inside. Although I am really bummed. I've been like battling with a bad flu that I got probably from my kids, like a viral flu. And I booked a trail run, like a race. It's a big, like international circuit trail run here in my town called the Mutt. And I didn't get to do it. I paid quite a bit of money for it and I didn't get to do it. So I do go out the house. I do go do things. I just saw if you tap, and I got excited. If you tap up or right on the D-pad, does it make a loud noise? It seems to be more common in the black models. I'm curious. Let's see. Not more than you. I mean, this is a clicky D-pad, but not. It doesn't have like a clacky clack sound. No. Sometimes the Etsy community makes better grips, especially when they can be used to cover the front as well. Yeah. So I'm in like a weird position now because the Etsy community is cool, but I want to find stuff that I can print so that I can make videos like for PCBware, because obviously, there's a partnership there. And then it also gives, so for instance, that recent one that I did, the mod that I did for the RGB20SX, I'm pretty sure that guy who printed that is keen to do something commercial at some point. So it's nice to be able to give that person like a little like bit of airtime through my channel. So it's a nice win-win situation there. So I'm not using Etsy so much because I want to print my own stuff through PCBware. You could always bring a Mio Mini. No, I'm going to take the AYN on my trail run. Actually, I must say, because I'm sure you all know who Tech Dweeb is, and he's very famous for saying the Mio Mini is like his spirit animal. I don't really like. I might talk about this, but I don't really take devices with me to places. Whereas I'm pretty sure Tech Dweeb in his personal life actually does this. When he goes places, he has a handheld. And for probably the first time in months, this is the RG34XX SP. Had it with me at my kid's school today. I was playing Golden Sun. So yeah, this actually is the device that I'll probably take on a trail run and go sit up on the mountain and play some games. I really like it. The Retroid Mini V2 is my spirit animal. You see, so sorry, someone's just put on the vacuum. Hang on a second. Spirit animal device, I think we need to set some parameters. It needs to be a cheap device. And the V2 is expensive. Like it needs to be something that you're going to throw in your bag. You see, I've even got the lanyard on it, and something that you can throw in your bag. And if it does break, it's not the end of the world, you know? That's my theory. We need to set parameters of a spirit animal device. Miu Mini metal casing is one of my end game handhelds, but the cost of but is there a 3D metal print for the Miu Mini? Because you know that I can actually print metal stuff at PCB Way, so that'd be a cool project if it is possible. So let me know if there's something I can print, like a metal 3D print. I can get that done, and then I can send it to you. Yeah, man, Rudy, I think it's one of the nicest portable chuck in your bag devices so far. Like it's really lovely. The RG34XX We've digressed. It's absolutely great for travel, and I tend to agree. I don't know what top kek means, but I'm sure that's funny. Yeah, I must say, I saw that thing about those people who are making the RG34XX, they make it, or the 35XX, I'm not sure, making it into a metal thing, but then it turns it into a vertical handle. I'm like, you're literally removing the selling point of the device. So I'm not really a big fan of that. Oh gosh, Tech2 Boy is pushing his agenda. Missed the presentation of the upgraded joysticks. Cool. I'm definitely going to save this, but just to give Harun a little rundown, loving the joysticks, not so happy about the fit of the grip, but everyone kind of agrees, or I'm forcing them to agree because I'm the only one speaking, is that they should have made it with this grippiness from the beginning. They should have had better triggers, bigger triggers on this thing, and they should have had these joysticks from the start. Like, what on earth? It's a very expensive device. And, I got sent this for free. So I'm always trying to like calibrate my brain to people who've actually spent this money. And I think I'd be a bit bummed if, they're like, oh, but there's a grip. Oh, but there's sticks that make it better. Like, bloody hell, man, I spent $400 on this thing. Aiden, I'm in contact with PCB Ways to make a custom backplate for my RP5, and I'm looking for the files. Do you know where to find them? No, you know what I do is I troll Reddit and I find guys who share their project, and then I just message them and I say, is this something that you're willing to share? Can I use it? I'd love to make a video. And usually they're keen because they'd love to just give their project airtime. And most people just want the world to know that there's cool stuff out there. So that's how I find these things. Yes, exactly. Juan, I agree. And this is the reason why a spirit animal device is a cheap device at the end. Oh, that's a good idea. I actually have my Steam Deck here. No, man, you're never going to beat the Steam Deck. Like, the Steam Deck is king. I love the that AYN 2S that AYN sent me. Like, wildly expensive thing. I would never have bought it if it wasn't for the YouTube channel. I like it because it's got a vibe. But whenever I pick up the Steam Deck, I'm like, I'm yet to experience anything as good as this. You see, they went for the sausage method. So they've got it feels like you're holding a pork sausage in your, sorry. So it feels like that. Whereas here they've gone for the bulge method. So it's more like there, it's like a glorified Retroid Pocket 5 grip. Very nice, very ergonomic, but it's comparative to the Steam Deck. You see, the problem with this is that the triggers, they use these very inline triggers, and it just doesn't complete the ergonomics as well as the Steam Deck. You see, the Steam Deck has got these lovely triggers here. Yeah, can't beat the Stream Deck, dude. Steam Deck, Stream Deck, Steam Deck. Let's turn the RG35XX SP into a vertical with a custom case, and then let's turn the Are you just saying stuff to annoy me now? Bloody hell. He literally just took all the things that I moaned about and put it in a comment. The RG35 Plus into a flip handheld with a custom case. Oh, that I can get on. I'm not actually 100% sure I know what you're talking about there, Tech Dweeb. I was actually literally just thinking this today because I got Mu OS on here, which is the 34XX non-SP version. And I know Rocknix have released a version like a RG3534XX SP. The Rocknix, they did like a huge overhaul, and they were the first people to market with a custom firmware. But Mu OS and Newly they've either already released it or it's, you know, any day now. I don't know what that means, but I'm putting that comment on there because it's probably funny. I don't always get all the lingo of the kids these days. The Steam Deck is king, man. It really is. You know, here, like I wanted to do a video of this versus the Steam Deck. So the Odin Portal versus the Steam Deck. And I think I wanted to say, like, first, I was just going to get my AYN and say versus like Windows handhelds. And like, you can't beat it. How do you beat something that has so many affordable games, so many like retro style games, new games? You can play like the old AAA games. You can play so much on the Steam Deck. Like, whereas here we're essentially like, there's a lot of piracy going on here on an Android handheld. Streaming is lovely. Obviously, you can stream on here, and it's probably one of the best streaming experiences. But like native gaming, we really need Steam to come to Android. Then kind of that would change the conversation. But nothing beats the Steam Deck, in mine and boldly Rudy's opinion. Steam Deck is love. What is the slate you were all speaking of? Is this, inform me? Steam Deck is the best for Steam games, but I play a lot of non-Steam games. Yeah, but that's because you're just a gaming hipster, aren't you? I'm guessing, Michael, you're part of the retro scene, so I'm guessing you play like old PC games. Is that maybe your thing? Which I totally get. I actually have a pile of PC game CDs, and I want to make a video. It's a family member, actually the family member who's been borrowing the Steam Deck. And I want to make a video like, how many of these can I actually emulate or play or buy now? Or, you know, and how do I play them now? Because I mean, I don't even have a CD drive. So the reason I haven't made the video is because some of them I'm going to have to put into a CD drive, and I don't have one. So, but that'd be an interesting video for us old gamers. Pork sausage versus bulge. Yes. Okay. I'm really behind on the comments here. So let's get to the recent ones. Okay. Odin can do Windows? The Skulls playlist. You speak of mysterious things. Witchcraft. Really? No Minecraft, Fortnite, League of, on the Steam Deck. This is true. Kids play Roblox. This is all very, very true. Yeah, and you see that's where like a PC and a Windows handle comes in. The Odin can do taxes. It literally can, because you can do spreadsheets on Android. No, but there are. I was just speaking to Andy. You get Windows on ARM. Apparently, it sucks, but apparently, it is available. Okay, everyone. This has been wonderful. Thanks to everyone who's been part of this. I'm going to stop it here because I want people to replay it and watch that little clip that I shared. I think I'm going to do more of this sort of thing where I share little bits and pieces of my life here in the studio. There seems to be a crowd who are interested in this sort of thing, and then a bunch of people who are just going to take over the comments and say random things. What's your current Ultimate Swiss Army Knife handout for those with PC? How do you mean like a handout to accompany your PC life? Odin 2 Portal. Like if you've already got a PC, you stream your games to here, then you can do Android and Android-y things, and then you've got the PC to do PC things. And to me, that's a great combination. Hey, Raptor, thank you very much for joining us. Yeah, you will have to, and that's why I say I want to bring it to a close so that the newcomers can kind of just sign off and rewatch. All I needed to hear. What did you hear? I'm glad you heard something that helped you. Thanks for the steam. All right. Stream. I think the previous person meant thanks for the stream. Yeah, no worries, man. And thank you so much to everyone for watching. I think it encourages me to know that there are actual people. Like, I think you lose perspective of, like, I'll get a video that gets 10,000 views. I'm like, didn't do so well. I thought it'd get more views. I forget that there's 10,000, possibly more people who actually are behind there. And, to have a bunch of people just come and chat live and like build a little community here, it still just feels strange and otherworldly to me. So thank you so much. We all love watching you still. Okay, great. Okay, guys, I'm going to sign off. I need to work on this video for the 557. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining. We all love the Odin 2 portal. That's why we're here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll live stream soon, and I'll let you all know about it. Thank you. Bye.